You're not weak, you're just misreading the difficulty. Because if you've already survived your worst moment, why is this next step making you freeze like it's life or death? You already beat the boss, so let's stop treating minions like they're the final fight. Most people live like they have no proof they can handle hard things. So every new challenge feels huge. Every uncertainty feels dangerous. Every what if feels like a cliff. But you've already been through something that was objectively brutal. Maybe it was mental. Maybe it was emotional. Maybe it was a period where you felt alone, lost, or trapped. Doesn't matter what it is. What matters is you outlived it. That means you have something most people don't use properly, a calibration tool. Because fear has a funny way of lying to you. It makes today's problem feel like the biggest problem you've ever faced, when it's not even close. So I want to give you a framework that instantly resizes fear. I call it final boss proof. The final boss proof is the objective proof that you can endure pain, uncertainty, loneliness, and still keep moving. It's proof you're not fragile. And when you integrate that into your identity, your brain stops inflating smaller challenges. Here's the simplest way to explain it. Every new challenge has a threat level. One being objective complexity, how hard it actually is. Second one being novelty, how unfamiliar it feels. And the third one being the emotional load, how much it hits your ego, your anxiety, and your history. The reason new things feel so terrifying is because novelty plus emotional load multiplies the fear. But final boss proof does something powerful. It divides the fear back down to reality. So instead of feeling like this is huge, you start thinking, compared to what I've already survived, this is a 3 out of 10. That one shift changes how you move. You're not missing knowledge, you're missing contact. Here's what keeps people stuck. They keep trying to think their way into courage. They research more, they watch more videos, they plan more, they wait for the right mindset. And contact is the only thing that turns fear into familiarity. So the whole point of Final Boss Proof is to get you out of analysis mode and back into movement mode. Not reckless movement, accurate movement. Make it real. The Boss Evidence Ledger. This part is the difference between a good idea and a life-changing tool. If you keep Final Boss Proof as a concept, it fades. If you write it down, it becomes armor. So here's what you do. Write 10 lines. What made your lowest point brutal? What did it feel like? What did you lose? What were you afraid of? And most importantly, how did you survive anyway? Then extract your armor. 5 traits you used to make it through. Not traits you wish you had, traits you already used. Examples. I kept showing up. I adapted. I asked for help. I held on even when I didn't feel like it. I found a reason. I rebuilt. These are not cute affirmations. These are battle receipts. The boss scale. This is where fear shrinks fast. Now rate that worst chapter as a 10 out of 10. That's your boss fight. Now here's the game. Whenever a new fear shows up, anything, rate it against the boss. Starting the gym again? Probably a 3. Fixing your sleep schedule? 2 or 3. Posting content consistently? Maybe a 4. Cutting screen time? 3. Sticking to a budget? 4. Starting a new skill? 2. Most fears don't deserve the emotional reaction you give them. They're just loud because they're unfamiliar. Final Boss Proof makes you accurate. You stop treating everything like the end of the world. The 90-second pre-action ritual. Now we turn this into something you can use in real time. When your brain is panicking, you don't need a 2-hour morning routine. You need a short ritual that interrupts the spiral. Here's yours. 90 seconds. 1. 10 slow breaths. Number 2. Read your one-line anchor. Number 3. Visualize the first 10 seconds of action. And number 4. Move. That's it. And if you want a real-world tool for the breathing part, Andrew Huberman has described the psychological sign. Double inhale followed by a long exhale as a fast way to bring down stress in the moment. Even 1 to 3 of them can help you downshift quickly. You're not trying to become fearless, you're trying to become functional. Because courage isn't a personality, it's a decision you make while your body is noisy. Minimal viable risk. This is where most people mess up. They aim too big, too soon, Then they burn out and label themselves inconsistent. So we shrink it. Minimum viable risk is the smallest exposure that still counts as real action. Examples: the gym. Put your shoes on and do 12 minutes, and then leave. Sleep. Move bedtime 30 minutes earlier for 4 nights. A budget. Cook once, delete one delivery app, and save one receipt. Content. Record a 45-second take and save it. No posting required yet. For screen time, phone in another room for 20 minutes once per day. If your brain can't do the big thing yet, do the small thing, because reps create stability. Stability creates confidence. Momentum index. Measure movement, not mood. Your mood will lie to you. So don't track mood, track movement. Every day score yourself 0 to 3. 0 being no reps, 1 being one small rep, 2 being 2 meaningful reps, and 3 equals strong day. This is how you build identity without needing hype. Because after 2 weeks of stacking ones and twos, you start to realize, I'm the type of person who moves. That becomes self-trust. Don't turn this into toxic bravado. This part matters. Final boss proof is not, I'm tough, nothing hurts me. No, you're human, so we install guardrails. If you catch a victim loop, life did this to me. Run an emergency audit, write 3 controllables, and do one immediately. Don't do toughness cosplay. You can chase goals and still schedule healing time, journaling, therapy, and reflection. Kill comparative suffering. Others had it worse. That's poison. Your evidence is yours. Avoid reckless risk taking. We're building smart courage, not chaos. And on bad days, run a floor routine, 5-minute movement, one tiny task. Meaning is the multiplier. Here's the part that turns this from self-help into identity. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, is widely associated with the idea that meaning can help people endure extreme suffering, and his work emphasizes purpose even under brutal conditions. That connects directly to Final Boss Proof, because your worst chapter becomes lighter when it turns into fuel. Once a week, do something simple. Teach someone the concept, encourage somebody in their dip, or write one paragraph about what your survival taught you. Teaching cements identity. Service transforms pain into purpose, and purpose makes you harder to break. In closing, Final Boss Proof turns your worst moment into a weapon. You don't need fearlessness, you don't need accuracy. Relative to what you've already survived, most fears are small. So do this, calibrate it. Run the 90-second ritual. Take minimum viable risk. Track momentum. Stack days. Confidence isn't a mood you wait for, it's what repetition leaves behind. You already beat the boss. Now go clear the minions. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.